frustrating, I think, for Secret.
Do you think he actually just timed out like from the last death, like 3 minutes later, and he was like, all right, it's up now, it's probably going to fly out?
He probably saw the courier going downwards and then just timed it on its descent back, but that's still pretty absurd. To lose a courier twice like that, dead for 6 minutes, it's only been 7 minutes into the game. It's like it's been Necro ulted like several times, but it's Matamba Man.
I mean, he's getting space too. Look at him. He's got a Staff of Wizardry on top of the treads.
Yeah, and it seems like Secret was unprepared to deal with this kind of pressure, but this is what Liquid does with their Nature's Prophet. They're going to play very aggressively in that offlane area, force a lot of pressure down there, and I think the thing that's throwing Secret off is they're not really helping this Invoker.
Yeah.
They probably expected there to be more support for this Invoker, but Miracle's been relatively untouched.
If you're Liquid, you're probably going to say, like, look, Miracle, you're going to have maybe some heroes running at you, but we're going to get you back into the game via Sunstrikes.
Yes.
Right? So as long as we're winning the other lanes and you're collecting the bounty for the kills, you're fine.
And the problem here is that I think Secret is playing too counter-aggressive. Like, they're trying to make things happen after the fact. Like, they're playing very reactively, I should say, as Yapsor. Gotta pop that fire.
So you want them to start setting the tempo, like ganking Matamba Man some more. And like if you're going to lose your safe lane, you might as well make sure that the enemy safe laner is not having a good time. And Matamba Man has definitely made some serious recovery.
Yeah, but who's really having a bad time on the side of Liquid? And that's the problem is, okay, so they go bottom to help out, but that lane's already dead. Cole by that time, he's too hard to gank. And top, all of a sudden, you haven't really touched that area in quite some time. Matamba Man's starting to get farmed. And this is the dangerous Liquid when they're able to win all 3 of their lanes because they have very greedy cores. But if they can do it this successfully, and look at the gold lead, 4,008 minutes is really fast.
Okay, so I feel like we're beating on Secret almost as hard as Liquid is right now. But what about like the fact that they do have some pretty strong mid-game players? Like surely they're going to hit a swing at some point in time. But the Ember Spirit, now that he's got his ultimate, can start going around, getting some kills. Doom up as well. Venomancer's a strong mid-game hero. Like they can at least bring this game back via some of those early team fights, right?
Yeah, they probably missed their early game timing with their Doom, but the next one is let him get level 6, then start going around the map. Get aggressive, take down one of the cores. And the good news is, if you are playing against a Nature's Prophet, you can almost always get back into the game because the Zero can't team fight.
Fury on TP in. Looks like he's going to go for Puppy here. Surrounds him with his trees, and he is going to be able to get another Sunstrike kill for Miracle, dominating already for the 10-minute mark.
This is starting to get a little bit out of control right now. As normally, you really want to pressure this Invoker. That's what we thought would happen with this with this Doom PL mid, but for the most part, he's been untouched, and now mind control.
Spiral's got to control that. What did mid want up to here? He's cut into creep blade, runs into the Invoker. Looks to be able to take it before he jumps back. Matamba Man not able to get the Reaper Scythe off, nor would have killed mid one. Flame Guard still up.
Yeah, and it looks like Secret, they might just be afraid to make their courier leave the base. I'm not sure if anybody knows right now, but you've got to be careful. Mind Control has represented that he's willing to snipe it multiple times. Yapsor going to make his way up here. Doesn't want to use the Doom quite yet, though.
But they do have GH as well as Mind Control coming in from the side, so they're actually going to try and get a counter kill on Nafada. Stop it to TP with the point, but they're not going to be able to stop Yapsor's TP out. So it is going to be a core for a support to the favor of Liquid.
Still, with this kind of gold lead, I think that's a relatively even exchange. If they got to get kills happening on the map, they didn't have to expend Doom for it either. Dagon completed on.
He's going to pop with the Dagon. He's going to be able to bring down mid one. He did not see that one coming.
He didn't see that one coming either.
It really pick up 11 minutes in from Matamba Man, and it's already worth it.
That's so cool. He was showing as if he was going to go for a Force Staff.
Yeah.
And mid one's like, all right, I've got Flame Guard. There's no way that I can die. So much magic damage there. Bursted out. 20 seconds still on the deck for him as the Yapsor making his way up top. With Mind Control already TPing out. They're going to spot this with the Ward Air. Here we're going to see it again.
So mid one's thinking to himself,
level 4 Flame Guard.
Level 4 Flame Guard. I could just burn you down, and all of a sudden it becomes too much. Mid one's down 40 seconds off that death.
Straight up slain as now Ace, he's got to make something happen. You can't have this passive laning phase anymore. Starting to go around the map.
But Venomancer isn't like the best core to go around killing this, right? Like I feel like he's more of a 25-30 minute after you've got Diffuse a Blade and some stats.
Yes, he needs to just continue to farm right now. But I fear for his team's ability to fight without him right now.
Yeah.
As they have Lich, who hasn't had the easiest game either. As Puppy is run around, his game's slowed down a lot. GH, even a higher level. Mid, Mind control, already starting the Treant Assault. If he wants to back up, mid one popping that flame guard. But I think the mid tower is going to be the next location.
Now look at this smoke wrap around. Liquid really want to take that mid-tier one away.
That ward saw them, and the scan is going to confirm this, that they are grouping around this mid area. Secret, they've done their homework. They know that this move is coming. YapzOr, though, might still get spotted out. He's going to start taking the high ground as the illusion starts making its way up, and the ward is placed. Preemptively pops that Scorched Earth.
So it looks like Secret are kind of just giving this one up.
They know for a fact that they're behind that tower.
Nice attempt at a deny, but Kuro doesn't do enough damage. Mid-one's going to join them here. The tower is already under so much assault. It's definitely going down before Secret are able to defend. So they're going to lose that map. It just seems like Secret are reading this as Liquid's just too strong, right?
Yeah. I did like that they were able to deward. They sensed that coming. It's a very obvious play after you go for the bottom tower to just immediately connect in.
Yeah.
Especially considering that the tower was already at half HP.
And look at Fada. He also reads the fact that Liquid's coming this way. It seems like Secret had, again, as you said, done their homework about Liquid, seen what kind of rotations they like to make. They're reading the strategy of Liquid very well. They just didn't really anticipate the laning phase.
No, not at all.
And because of that, they're at such a deficit that they just can't even fight Liquid.
Yeah, it just feels like they know what's happening and they still can't stop it.
Yeah.
The gold lead already at 7,000, and this is a really casual 7,000 gold lead. It doesn't feel as if there's any large-scale engagements that allow this to happen, but it's just largely on the fact that all three of their cores steadily farming away. YapzOr does have that Doom available, 13 minutes, and we haven't seen it quite yet.
Kill. Really, really need this kill, but there is Liquid sitting here on the side. In fact, the silencer is next to Matama. More importantly, he has gold to silence up, so YapzOr is not going to see that opportunity to go from Matama Man's being punished for his super greedy build of the Dagon, because that means he has no Hood of Defiance. He's super susceptible to magic damage, but they haven't killed him.
Nobody is being punished for their greedy builds. Right now, Miracle Invoker has a lot of items that don't provide him anything. Halfway to that Axe, once he has the Axe, of course, he's going to ramp up his effectiveness, but for the most part, this guy's just been farming Ancients and farming the neutral creep triumvirate as Fada mid.
They're going to go for it with the haste. Oh, Jesus! Ooh, that is the kitchen sink being thrown at poor Fada. Matama is the one to pick up the kill off the Reaper's side.
50 seconds dead. That is a really long time. I think he does have his Midas. Is he going to lose Midas efficiency for that?
Yeah.
Oh no. That's really where it hurts.
Maybe we get to see those then. YapzOr does manage to get off the Scorched Earth, so he's okay in this situation. Again, it's Secret either dying or retreating from every single engagement. They have yet to be the ones to set the tempo in this game.
What's weird for me, Cap, is that the heroes that you don't often see setting up these fights, like this Necro, like just running around.
Yeah, he's stacking Reaper's Sight.
As much as Secret don't have these heroes that can easily do it, hold that thought as Ace gonna get silenced up.
Silence off.
Where's the Sunstrike again?
Coming in. They're gonna be able to bring him low. Ace is gonna be able to get the doppelganger out, but he's already so low. He needs the assistance. Actually, he's gonna be able to bottle up, turn it around with the chain frost bounce around. They might be able to kill GH. YapzOr's here to be able to clean up this kill, but Matama actually managed to sneak around the side and get Ace from behind. Pot him down with the Dagon, and will TP out the safety. Just as you think Secret might be able to take one up over Liquid. Well, we'll see. They've at least got Kuro, it looks like. Mid-one should be able to run him down pretty easily with the Remnant and the Flame Guard burn. So that's a freebie. Finally, Secret get themselves a kill that doesn't cost them so much more.
And they really needed that, because I'm still struggling to figure out like how this game is exactly happening. Because Liquid, of course the Nature's Prophet can TP around and set stuff up, but he's not a natural disable or anything. And so most of this is coming around from GH, who has just been everywhere. Demon on the map so far. Already has that medallion, and he's just been a thorn in Secret's side. As Liquid, they have full map control right now. They've done a very good job of setting up fights around that Sunstrike, even without any of those reliable disables.
I love the force staff choice that he's thinking about right now. We saw a unusual force staff picked up yesterday off the force staff. Thought that was a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, they just need more team fight. They need ways to be able to kite, because the downside of their lineup is they don't have these stuns, so they have to continue to do these like hit and run maneuvers for them to be able to get kills. And right now it's successful, and maybe there is a time where they will just be able to get lot of farm is global silence. Pop
They're gonna
bottom.
go for bottom lane with the Reaper Scythe already being used. Doesn't get hit by the Sunstrike, but does get hit by Mataba Man's Death Pulse.
And the ult ultimately doesn't end up killing him, but still, he's got a pulse pipe. Right. This is going to shore up their team fight even further. It just keeps getting worse and worse right now for Secret as GH.
Nice Puppy slows him down.
Doesn't have the frost armor on him either. The Sunstrike.
That one's going to miss.
And GH has to get out of here.
It flies straight up into the trees. Accidentally knocks down those trees.
And it looks like Liquid, they want to play this early game tempo a little bit faster. And now that they've got the Orchid, anybody is liable to die now.
So, do you agree with Secret taking this slow?
I don't know. They still haven't used Doom, I think.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, it's almost 20 minutes into the game right now. I just think they're being run around, and they can't read the moves because their ward vision isn't exactly the best idea.
And all their lanes are being shoved in. So, pretty much there's only one lane that's ever pushed in.
And game is paused.
Puppy will pause the game for Ace, who's currently DC'd out.
I just noticed the bottom left and the bottom, it shows like who glyphed and who...
Yeah, it shows both the glyphs and both the...
That's awesome.
Scans.
Take a quick pause, but yeah, it feels like Secret right now. They're just being run ragged. The fact that they haven't been able to utilize their Doom whatsoever in this game. It's 18 minutes in, hasn't used a single Doom, has been level 6 since the 10-minute mark. They just can't really get them online, and as a result, none of Liquid's cores are getting punished. Yeah, they lose Kuroki once in a while, but nobody else is dying.
Would you say that... I mean, you put most of this on GH. Got a game here. You put most of this on GH, but Furion definitely had a large impact as well. Just watching the first 18 games, no matter what the outcome is.
Oh,
feels like
sure.
the Furion has had enough impact. Would you as Secret ban it in game 2?
I mean, we haven't gotten to that point yet. I think we're being a little bit presumptuous here because I think Secret's team fight is still very strong. If you doom somebody, who cares how much net worth you have? You've been doomed.
I guess my point is, like, oftentimes the hardest part of the game to really make work for a people is that early game. And they have done it with stars.
Yeah, they're really comfortable playing around this hero. And we're seeing it here as they're going to scan Secret. They're not even trying to make an aggressive maneuver. They just want to farm. They're so afraid right now of going around the map that they're willing to scan just to see if they can farm a little bit further.
Don't worry, Fada. It's the little things in life. Maybe losing this game by 8,000 gold, scores 5-10 before the 20-minute marker, but at least you can deny that double dip.
You gotta be happy about those things. As Puppy has a Quelling Blade purely for the ward deny, I think.
And trees that are
the Sprout. That's like minor annoying.
I mean,
it's
a little bit annoying when you can't get out and it's a free sunstrike.
That's true. That's your stun.
That's like 500 pure damage straight to poor Lich with only that probably 800 HP.
Yeah, it's not fun being battle done.
It looks like our final tournament time is going to drop here. The Secret, all they're really beating on this made. Liquid just going to keep going to tier 2. Force Secret into such a reaction.
They've got a pipe on Mataba Man. As long as he can get it off before the Doom, it's going to be really hard to fight. Yeah.
It's so hard to be able to force anybody.
So the play here is as soon as somebody gets Doom, as the silencer, you just pop global silence and you force that. Then you just reset the fight, wait out the Doom, and go for it again. Because the Necro will regen so quickly, he has a high amount of HP regen with that pipe. It's okay to take some of these loftier fights, as long as those things are done in that order. And that's why Secret are so hesitant to fight, even with Liquid taking all of their two towers.
Is there to force that coming from the bat or something, just to get them a little bit closer to you? Maybe. It seems like jumping out is going to be...
But they want to take this fight. This is not a tower that they want to give away for free. They've given away too much of the map already. And if you lose this tier 2 tower, then you're liable to just get Roshan'd, and Liquid can start playing the split up the map game even further.
Yeah.
And take over that area.
But you can see Liquid did have a ward in front of that offlane tower. So they see Secret's movements. They backed off as there were 5 heroes, but now they know Secret are eventually going to start partner, and they're going to be able to to get the catch. Potentially the Venomancer gets the fourth down. Sunstrike just on the edge. Looks like Mind Control's able to pick it up with his ultimate. Reaper's Sight brings the Doom a little bit low, who's going for Miracle, then over the back line. Ember Spirit's going to join him. Big One hopes to be able to catch up and really silence up. And after being moved around by Miracle back to the rest of the team, hopes to be able to get a save from the Necrophos and will be able to. Mind Control's going for the TP out. Is barely going to be able to make it alive, but the rest of the heroes are a bit low. So it looks like Liquid is just going to be able to clean up the rest of the secret. They're going to be forced to retreat. Ace not getting hit by that tornado. May still be chased down here with no doppelganger up another second.
Oh, Mind Control.
In the back line with the Orchid is going to be able to get the Ember Spirit kill. Now Ace is going to move forward, try and get the kill on the Mind Control, surrounding him with his illusions, but the damage is already done. They've lost their core, and now with the rest of Liquid backing Mind Control up. In fact, they're just diving into Tier 3. They're going to be able to take Puppy as well. Venomancer's going to go for the TP in. Maybe Liquid have already extended themselves, but they don't have a... Oh, no, they don't have a stun. It's just a TP away. It's so easy for Matamba Man to get out of these engagements now that all the supports are dead. Liquid even gets that Tier 2. It is a goddamn massacre here in game number 1.
And Mind Control even TPing bottom to further maximize the farm, breathing even heavier down the necks of Secret as Liquid with full control. First Doom of the game used, and it largely led to nothing. And in fact, it led to his team all dying and them losing the Tier 2 tower.
Yeah.
And now the one area that they could farm, this ancient area, is being taken away from them.
Ancient, yeah, that like triangle you're talking about.
They don't feel comfortable going into their own jungle because they don't know about the ward vision. The next move they make is probably you just buy a desperation gem because you can't play under this kind of vision game. And once you grab that Tier 2 tower up the top, you go for the Roshan. I think Secret are aware of this, but fighting it is another story.
Liquid, I feel like this is something Liquid always does with Roshan. They will start a Roshan with like 2 heroes, but they'll always have someone so they can actually get the initiation on the team trying to test Roshan rather than the other way around. Miracle was pushing forward with 10 mid. Not in his face, stops you as they move forward into the Roshan. It is going to force Liquid.
What I'd like to see right now is Matamba Man back out, let the Nature's Prophet push out both of the side lanes, and once somebody goes to deal with the bottom lane, then you can go back into the Rosh Pit if you feel like it.
Yeah. But at the same time, Secret do have a pretty good hero to be able to deal with them, right? They can just have the Ember Spirit run at bottom, and he can always jump back to that Roshan pit if he leaves, right?
Especially now that he has the Yule Scepter. That's going to make it a lot easier for him, but Lincoln's number 1 completed on Liquid. Last I checked, they wanted one on Miracle, who's steadily getting closer to his, and once that happens, Cap, the team fight initiation is just simply not going to be there for Secret. They don't have any of these heroes that ignore the Linkens very easily, like the Earthshaker or the Earth Spirit. Instead, they've got a lot of single target focus down.
It's going to be super hard as the Doom. You have to get like the Mana Drain creep or the Purge creep, jump in, pop the Linkens with that ability, then get Doom off. But the problem with that is Mind Control is going to have Tornado, Cold Snap, something to be able to interrupt you in that short period of time.
Yeah.
Mind Control has his Orchid. So that extra like half a second that it takes for you to be able to cast something to pop the Linkens is devastating.
It feels like an eternity.
Yeah.
Especially against players playing at this level. You don't get that kind of time as Miracle at the top is waiting for mid 1, already starts popping some spells, but just going to push out the wave right now, and his team are gathered up in this main area. It looks like they're peeking around Matamba Man. Preemptively pops Grove Shroud, but was afraid of getting gone on. Still very tanky though.
They're so confident. They know it's just so unlikely for them to be caught by Secret at this point, especially with the aggressive vision that they have now. They still have that laning core. It's going to be able to see out the most rotation of them off lane jungle area.
And even though they're only up by 8 kills, Liquid have built up a 13,000 gold lead as one more Midas in, and Miracle will have paid off.
And Smoke protecting Miracle as he pushes in the top lane, looking for that pickoff, and he's going to be able to hit it onto Ace. It's going to be caught by the Reaper's side.
Even gets hit by the Sunstrike. Beautiful play by Liquid. This might just lead them into a high ground scenario as Secret. They'll be hard pressed to defend this. They don't have the best heroes at defending this. They do have the Venomancer, but he's not in place to place the board. Only has 1 down so far. Already going to get gone on.
Might as well try and force the buyback. GH gives himself a little bit of push down the cliff. 45 seconds they're going to have to deal with this siege if they want to be able to keep the buyback intact. for the Phantom Blaster. It seems so unlikely they're going to be able to do that, but we'll see. Midwan pushes himself a little bit damage here. Now the Doom initiation on the Necrophos, but there goes that defensive force down, trying to get him back to the rest of the team. Hoping to be able to keep the Necrophos alive here, but they are going to be gone up by. So it looks like he's definitely dead. Midwan gets getting low. And Last actually is going to be able to bring down Crow with the help of Ace. Now they look towards Miracle. Goes for a TP out, goes for the invis, but they do have that
bottom though.
Blade is going to be able to catch that one. TP in, Mind Control. They're going to be able to catch him as well. Midwan goes for it with the boosted travel, and Mind Control does not have the Orca to be able to stop him here. Tries to go for the Sprout, doesn't quite catch him. Midwan catching up, goes for the TP out. As long as they actually get the disable here with the Shield Scepter, and then they get the chains to be able to stop the follow-up, but he gets the Orchid off, and Mind Control is going to be able to make it out alive.
Very well done. Was waiting to pop that Yule Scepter. Baits the first TP so that he uses it. Then the second one really is his holster.
Especially since he put himself right on top of Liquid before he did it, so they had to use the Yule Scepter for that first disable.
And I really like that he went for that play. He understands this is a lost fight. The only way that they can win that fight is if Matoma Man is able to live for even half a second, but he recognizes, okay, my team, we've definitively lost this fight. There's no point in me also throwing my life away. Let's create some pressure so they can't immediately go for an objective like this.
Double damage, and yes, we're coming in. Nice double chains with a Remnant. They're going to be able to bring down both of these supports. Secrets hit Liquid back hard. Trying to set the tempo of this game. They're going to take that tier 1 tower away from Liquid as well. And that gold lead is beginning to plummet for Liquid.
Yeah, we talked about it. This is what happens when you don't have these disables. You're always going to get initiated on them. We thought they had enough farm, but 15,000 gold lead now going down to 8 as Miracle. He wants this kill on a Puppy.
Dirty dog. You leave those poor supports alone. Puppy's going to be caught with cold snap. No chance in hell that he's getting out of that one. Will put some pressure on that top lane. Now here comes the rotation. Sunstrike.
Mid-1.
Sunstrike. Mid-1's not going to be able to catch him.
Has an Arcane Rune and a DD. Miracle going to get out of there as Mid-1 now starting to get really farmed. Almost has that fully completed Radiance. There is no knockdown available for him. Only silences, so that Yule Scepter is especially effective right now. And Liquid, without any hexes on their side, they're going to be hard pressed to find the initiation.
Yeah, they're going to have to like throw Reaper's Sight at the Ember Spirit, I think, just to be able to get some control on it. That's not really your ideal.
It shows you that even if you're ahead 50k when you have a lineup that doesn't have the disables or the team fight ability, and for the most part you want to avoid these fights. Like Secret obviously have the much stronger overall 5-on-5 right now.
Now, at least we did get that tier 3 at bottom lane for that nasty engagement at top. So the shrines are unlocked. They've already taken one of them, bottom one. And Iriani is eventually going to put that top shrine as well. So we're not only talking about pretty big boost in gold for Team Liquid, but also a lot more.
And that's what they need right now. They need to further build that lead up.
Just suffocate Secret, right? Just build and build more and more of an advantage, because it's kind of like that, it was a Chinese saying where if you can't go high ground, your advantage is false, right? It's a little bit ringing true here for Liquid, just because of the fact that they don't have a team fight to always guaranteed beat out Secret.
Yeah, and Secret even going to make an aggressive smoke maneuver. They trust their team fight right now. And Vada, lead person showing right now on Liquid. Kuro. A little bit ahead right now.
Vada's a pretty good actor. Look, backing off, trying to play a little hesitant. Oh,
Mid-1 went for it.
Chains there. Mid-1 didn't actually get the sleight of fist onto Matamba Man. Still catch Mind Control. Good force that forward. Now going to be able to help Mid-1 out. Hoping to be able to close in on that core kill. But now the rest of Liquid is here. They're going to be able to get the Reaper's Sight, bringing Doom low, and then finish him off with Mind Control. Now the Chain Frost comes in. It's not going to do much, only bouncing between the two of them. And now GH trying to pursue, but Ace makes sure that there is no pursuit on the rest of Secret as they back off. Miracle immediately going for the fast split push. This is going to force Secret to TP back, and you can see Liquid are surging forward, trying to catch some of these here that are TPing away.
They need a Roshan right now on Liquid. They force people bottom, they force people top. I think this is one of the best opportunities that they're going to have to go for it. They're setting up around that area. GH already popping the fly just to see if there's anything there. And with the ward in there, it seems like they're a little bit spooked as Miracle gonna finish out a BKB now. Starting to get really farmed. And Kuro. Is he gonna die for that?
Try.
He's gonna die for that.
A lot of damage very quickly. Miracle could not get a tornado off in time to save his ally.
At the same time, Mind Control takes down another tower. immediately gets out. Now it's two sides that are exposed, and this is exactly what Liquid want to do. They want to continue to put up the pressure without sacrificing too much, and Mind Control gonna try to solve his team's disable issue.
Let's see if he can pick up that scythe of ice. That'll help for sure.
They're not lacking damage. With a Dagon 2 and a Shiva's Guard on their Necro,
Yeah.
plus Unstrike, any hero goes down. They just need the ability to lock somebody up.
He's trying to get Dagon 5, so you could just Reaper Scythe the Ember Spirit, and they could just throw a bunch of magic damage at him in that like 1.5 second window where he's disabled.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea whatsoever. Necro, though, of course, not the most mobile hero as Secret. Gonna go for another smoke as Fada.
Get to mid one. He needs your help badly. Get the Fuel Scepter off. Need to get jump himself away before the damage comes in. Immediately silence up. The Chain Frost is going to be able to come through. With the damage coming in for the Doom as well, they might be able to bring down Matumba Man, which is a big time kill and well worth it. But here comes Miracle with the backup. Nice Sonic Boom. He's going to be able to push back two of the members, and it looks like Ace is just on full retreat here with a BKB'd up Miracle. They don't really want to fight him. They just want to be able to get the quick kill on
lives here,
and maybe be able to get out of here. Ace is able to slide himself away, but Yapster with the minus armor coming out with Miracle's damage. And it may be a little bit too much. Bot insurance and finds gets on the poison. Matumba Man is able to get that kill, which will gladly help him. He needed that regen as he was dropping dangerously low, especially with the poison on him. So he heals up. They're going to be able to establish control of the map again. Liquid may not have gotten Roshan, but he certainly won that fight.
And with the 3 high ground heroes dead on the side of Secret, including the Lich for his chain, his Frost Armor, I think this is going to mean a high ground attempt again as they start shoving in this bottom area, but Liquid instead content to go for the Roshan. It's just going to be Matumba Man down here. Liquid should be able to nab this very easily for themselves. Thought they would have tried to go for the forced out buyback.
Not feeling comfortable potentially being... I mean, if you think about it that way, right? If you force the buyback and you get caught with trying to retreat, the team fight goes away in Secret because they've got Roshan themselves. The buyback is worth it. So Liquid here going for
Indeed, as first Roshan of the game goes to Liquid. It's a pretty late one, considering the kind of dominance that we've shown 33 minutes into the game. The gold lead finally doing what they wanted to again.
Yeah, going down, down, down.
Yeah, and it's on the back of taking smarter team fights, going for these single pickoffs, not trying to just group up. If you allow Secret to take these full-on, straight-up 5-on-5s, it's going to be rough for you, as Yapsor doesn't have Doom. Just trying to devour, run forward, get back, and it's going to be mid one that shows himself up front.
We're getting closer to 25 in the Joker, and that tornado will certainly help out Liquid's disable issue. It's hell for an Ember Spirit to play around the tornado.
Isn't Miracle
seconds.
One of the few that go for the AoE still?
You it's AoE blast in this game though?
It might be a little bit different.
Between a PL and an Ember Spirit, I figured.
Lower as Matumba Man with the Aegis.
Yeah, get that chip damage on range. Actually, they managed to force out Reaper Scythe from Matumba Man. He thought he was going to be able to kill there, but can Secret actually take advantage of that cooldown?
I don't think so.
No, doesn't look like it. In fact, you can already see the Ember Spirit going to bottom lane, looking to beat the Fury and split push.
And Mind Control has that Hex available. Not his usual DPS build, but had to adjust for this game. And does so. Miracle invised up, just walking around.
Trying to finish up that Octarine at level 25.
Yeah, he's really close to it.
No need to use this Aegis right away, right? You always say establish map control first. That first couple minutes of Aegis.
It's really silly to grab an Aegis and then immediately go for a 5-man. If you blow that team fight, then you lost your ability to take over the map, and so it was kind of a lost cause. And
just catch mid one here with the Scythe of Ice. They get a little bit of control. There's just not the damage at all. They don't have strike coming in. Scepter goes off. Maybe they can actually get the Silence Hall up with the Global Silence. They might be able to catch him. They even have GH with another Silence to follow this one up. Mid one's going to be caught a little bit longer.
He's too fast.
Jump himself away. He gets out. Did they change their silences?
Yeah, a little bit.
I think they did.
As Liquid,
A little bit of overlap.
should have been a
there.
kill, but
Yeah.
they just didn't have the damage necessary for him. First had to break that flame guard as Octarine Core now completed. They see Liquid in this mid area as GH. Starting to press on forward, doesn't have that Aghanim Scepter, so no flying vision for him quite yet, and no Gem available. He's going to run into Puppy, who's starting to get low, but YapzOr right there to protect him, and now the Chain Frost is let loose.
Oh, all of Secret is here to be able to protect their captain. Puppy may still die from the urn take down here. Oh, just enough to be able to keep himself alive. Now Matama Man's in kind of a bad issue here. Ace is going to chase him with Burrow. They're not immediately focusing down this Necrophos because YapzOr's going to jump for the backline. He's going to go for the Furion, but that leaves Miracle a little unintended. So they're just going to go back for Matama Man and just try to pinch him off and let Miracle do whatever he wants. If he wants to retreat, that's fine. They're going to take away the Aegis of the Necrophos and back up. They're actually going to go for the Miracle. He's setting up for a big meteor, definitely flat melee combination. Matama Man brought down to half HP, but he's going to be able to regen up through a lot of this one if they can just get one of these kills. And it looks like they've got all of them here. Liquid, they managed to hit big time out of Secret. They just run out of ammo here. 3 members dead down from Secret. Only the 2 cores of Ember Spirit and Fan Lancer kept alive.
And we see now why he goes for the AoE Deafening Blast.
Yeah.
He walks in, pops it. The entire team
just caught unaware by Miracle's side rotation. That's something they maybe got to keep their eye on a little bit better. It's hard to constantly keep up that counter vision, but if you don't have that, Miracle's going to be able to slide into good positions for these team fights.
Yeah. Secret that they just had a good fight. With GH down, that's 1 less Force Staff, 1 less hero to worry about. They need to press any kind of advantage that they have, and a numbers 1 is pretty important for them right now. But Matama Man
plus Orchid taking a lot of damage. Doesn't have a whole lot of mana to work with either. He's only got 1 nuke off of this one.
Yeah. There's a heart though completed on Ace, so he doesn't go down easily as Liquid with 2 heroes down on the side of Secret, pressing their advantage as much as they can let it go.
But look, Liquid's just drawing attention to his bottom lane. Well, Miracle goes for the real shot at top lane. Tries to finish off this melee rack, see if he can do it in time. Bottom, not quite. Catch Miracle.
Yeah, YapzOr.
Now
being dragged back.
They'll get that range rack. Both the melee racks is down to half HP here. Secret, they're getting torn apart. Miracle is going to pop the BKB and finish off that melee rack. Goes to the TP out. This should be the retreat of Liquid. Now the pressure of Miracle is gone. They got what they came for. Got both the melee racks at top as well as the range racks at bottom.
And there's absolutely nothing that they can do about him. When he pops that BKB, has that link that's available, even if YapzOr did have Doom, which he didn't. Unable to complete anything as Miracle going to make his way down there again. And Liquid, I think they want to continue to do this. Why take a straight 5-on-5 fight and risk anything when you can just split Secret around the map? Secret don't have that heavy initiation. They've got to show somebody, and it's not easy for them to start these fights in this manner.
Yeah, we just don't have those traditional, like, hard initiating forward positions or offlaners on either side. So these team fights get pretty messy.
Yeah, without that available, it becomes a game where Liquid are saying to themselves, okay, throw yourselves outside of your base. If you don't do so, well, we'll just bang on your buildings. And if you don't commit to a fight, we'll take your racks. And if you do commit to a fight and you happen to lose it, we've got a lot of mobile heroes. Miracle can just TP back in. Nature's Prophet can do the same. They can't afford to lose any fights, and that's why Secret are so reluctant. And they were willing to give up that Rax's mid one. Doesn't connect.
18,000 gold lead for Liquid, 23 to 14 to their favor.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out what number it is where it doesn't matter what kind of heroes they have. And this might be the for 20k.
20k. Yeah, I don't think I've seen too many comebacks. We'll see. Secret make a little magic happen here in the ESL 1.
You just need a really good Doom. This game pretty much falls on YapzOr's shoulders.
How many of them? How many really good Dooms do you need?
You need a really good one.
I was hoping to be able to see, like, maybe a refresher starting to be built. Yeah, he's nowhere close to that.
The problem is there's too many targets for him to Doom.
Yeah.
If you don't Doom the Nature's Prophet, well, and he's got Hex and an Orchid, and if you don't Doom Matama Man, he's pretty unkillable.
And you have to deal with Lincoln as well.
Yes.
Which he's played very well around. I don't think he's had a Doom blocked by Lincoln yet, but it's still going to be a struggle.
It gets even better than that. Now you've got a 6-slotted Miracle who has a Refresher and an Octarine completed.
So surely he's target number 1, right? There's too much firepower coming out of this mage.
There's his head spinning. There's just too many heroes. Any of them would be a good choice, though. That's the good news. If there are 3 really good choices,
he gets 1 Doom off, you can say it's a good Doom.
Yeah, it's like, you did it, man. Job complete.
You got past the wall of Lincoln's here.
Take your hands off the keyboard as mid one. Now going to push out this top area. Doesn't opt. to save for that buyback. Instead, electing to finish up that Shiva's guard. I think this is the right choice. You're so far behind. What does buyback really matter at this point?
You're gonna need to win a lot of these fights here.
Oh, the Treant army.
Jesus.
In control, easily taking that range tracks. And again, Liquid going back to this method of split pushing. Secret. They're gonna force you into committing for a fight. Where's it gonna be though? Maybe it's around this last racks. If you can send one area of defense. They're all under this ward right now. Secret not even bothering with sentries outside.
Remember that conversation? It was Swindle on the Star Ladder panel. You said there's a lot of trap in the game, referring to just like treants and
Yeah.
in this case, Forge Spirits. There's so many things in the way for a Secret that are just pushing into their base. They have to clear through all this stuff before they can even think about initiating another team Liquid attack.
That's a fitting commentary, considering garbage man. As the gem is now
That's where he
completed.
came up with this strategy.
Hit one, gonna shove out this mid area. And I guess if you're this far behind, you can just start to defend only one area, like centralize everything.
That's another Chinese proverb, right? In Dota, 2+2 lanes of racks. The game becomes easier because you only have one lane to focus on.
Yeah. Did Jack tell you that?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good one. Is Liquid? They've got the high ground area. Doom has been expended. It's an illusion. They waited so long just for that, and Matoma Man gonna preemptively pop the Shivas.
Is there some way that Secret actually wins this fight with a wasted Doom? No, they're gonna have to retreat here with a global silence pop right on top of a Shrine 2. That would be suicide rush into that fight.
So there was a wrong target.
There was a wrong target.
We didn't
indeed.
anticipate that one. He was trying to play decisively. He's like, this is our moment. Who cares? It's the first person that instantly.
Instant regret there.
Oh,
For YapzOr.
that's rough. And
Man,
now
we were
Liquid.
praising him for not getting. He's like, he hasn't lost a Doom to a Lincoln's yet. Happens to be an illusion.
It's the same thing
Yeah.
as Secret.
Oh, Miracle. He's going for the assassination on Puppy again.
This ward has done way too much.
Or the rest, actually.
This ward has done way too much.
Yeah.
For Liquid, and normally it gets dewarded pretty early on, but I think Secret, they're just under the gun, feeling the pressure right now. Too many things for them to have to worry about as at bottom.
Just giving this one up.
You might as well.
Yeah.
They're gonna pop Glyph, but no one's near it.
It's dying.
The melee rack starting to get pretty low, but Spirit making an effort to clean it up as mid lane. This is where the real fight is.
Blood does get caught by the Reaper side, but oh jeez, he's so tanky. That was actually so little damage, but Tunnelman's completely out of mana too. They managed to burn him out, but Miracle still gets the objective. Every little silver lining for Secret is surrounding a very dark cloud.
In a way, this makes the game, like you said, easier for Secret. It was just stuff that they didn't want to have to worry about. Now you don't have to worry about it. Focus all your attention on this mid racks and defending it. The side lanes are done already. Who cares about that? That's a foregone conclusion. It's time to think about the future.
We've got plenty of huts and shrines in the way to deal with the side lane pushes.
Exactly.
Focus on mid and focus on this road fight, right? This is the opportunity for Secret.
The jump's gonna matter as Doom doesn't have Doom quite yet, but he's gonna start running at Kuroki, try to force something out.
Just hoping to be able to force a global silence or something, but it is on cooldown.
Look at the backline though. Miracle coming from behind.
Look out behind you, Miracle. The assassin is coming. It looks like they're going to be able to catch GH. Will be manage to bring him down, so it's a 4 versus 5 now, but Secret are trying to retreat back to their mid lane. Miracle is unable to stop it. He's at pops for pressure though, and he's going to try and catch these heroes with AoE deafening blast. He's hoping to be able to take on this fight 1 versus 2, but gets caught by the Doom. He pops the BKB beforehand, so that'll help him out a little bit, and it looks like Secret are not okay with chasing him down. They don't feel comfortable with it, especially with the rest of the team Liquid being gone for so long. A starts backing himself away. Looks like we will manage to get our Doom out of there, so YapzOr makes a clean retreat. But their tier 3 did take some damage, and all they got out of it was
Yeah, and another Doom had to be expended for that, but with the BKB down on the side of Miracle, if he was able to do that half a second earlier, then maybe they just refused to chase him down. But Miracle gonna go for it as Ace out of mana, try to go for the attempt, unable to connect.
Dude, Ace is every single time I look at a Miracle. Does have BKB. Thought maybe it would be on the cooldown.
Now with the October 4, it's almost fully possible. Has 40 seconds only for first refresher. That's how long cooldown is as Mind Control is continuing to shove out the lanes with his ultimate.
Oh, jeez.
I think he should just go for his own refresher, or
Yeah. He needs the
like, as unfortunate as it is, pretty much the entire game comes down to can YapzOr doom two people and get rid of their net worth. It's unfair to put all that pressure on him, but it's the only way that I can see them reasonably making a comeback. As credit to Secret, they have kept it somewhat close. The board loot hasn't increased by that much, only 16k despite losing 2 sides.
Yeah, sorry, get out of here. It's back to base. Hey, so now they don't even have Roshan to worry about. Blitz. Now it's even simpler. It's just sitting in your base waiting for Liquid to come at you.
In a way, it does kind of free up your mind, though. That bottom lane, Liquid isn't really focusing on that anymore. It's this mid area. As long as Secret can make this last hold.
And now you don't have to worry about going outside your base either to contest Roshan.
Any sort of initiation. Top the pipe, and with an Aegis available, it makes his job even more complicated. But this Phantom Lancer is really strong. He's quite slotted, as is the Emperor.
But part of the problem I see is that, like, mana is still really important for this Phantom Lancer.
Mana is important for everyone.
Alright, just to force that back down.
No one is really willing to commit right now. Liquid don't want to throw this lead away, and Secret don't want to leave their base.
First Spirit jumps open. What's he doing? He's going to be caught by the Reaper's Scythe. Down. Can he get out of this one with a Sunstrike? And AoE definitely blast as well. They're going to be able to bring him down. I'm not sure. Mid-1, he's dead. And so is YapzOr. I don't know what that initiation was from Secret. They seem still prepared for Mid-1's YOLO-ness. And now Secret is going to be forced into a 3 versus 5 underneath their own shrine. So at least they've got that going for them. But unfortunately, our Phantom Legends isn't able to do a whole lot. He's been stuck inside this route. Now finally manages to get out, but every single run he goes on just turns out to be a bad one. Mind Control now turns against him with a Bloodthorn, and it's getting a lot of damage onto him. Another Doppelganger. He goes back to the fountain. He's going to start dropping, and Liquid is going to be able to take Mega Creeps off of this win.
I'm not sure what Secret is meant to do to defend against this. There's so many things hitting at their buildings.
Creeps are everywhere. Venomancer's outside the sprout again. How fitting that a Sunstrike brings him down. Ace, they have the HP, they have the mana. He's even surviving against all 5 members, but Lone will not. That is why Secret, we call him GG, game number 1.
It did feel like Ace never died, but he also didn't do enough damage. They just ignored him, killed everyone else around him, and Liquid,
I feel
very
like
nice
that's
effort.
the story of Phantom Lancers most of the time. Right now, it seems like a hero that just doesn't do enough.
GG is called. A Secret. Have to try again shortly.
All right, shortly indeed. We're going to have a quick break with commercials. Hello, you guys love those things. And we'll be back with our panel and heading into game number 2.